How are you, man?
Thank you.
Uh,
I'm doing well.
you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Mm.
60, 70.
Percent.
Yeah. But
Yes.
of course, politically, 51, 50 plus 1, that's better.
But you're not a
So,
politician.
well, that's how they measure
Uh,
election results. If you
ah.
hit 50 plus 1, you
Yeah.
win.
You win.
50, you go for rerun.
What if you hit like a 99%? Like what happened in Tanzania?
Extreme. We did it here. we did it during the referendum.
Yeah.
And in 2010 election,
Yeah.
I think the first election of Southern Sudan by then,
Yeah.
uh, uh, the referendum was won by over 99%.
Hey, the
And
referendum.
yes, 99% of the votes.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
it
it's,
means that it's only these people this side voted.
of course, the
Uh.
energy that time. I knew you might have not got a chance to vote that
Yeah,
time,
of course.
but I am
Yeah.
privileged to vote. I can tell you a story.
Yes.
I woke up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I registered at the polling station at where the Dr. John Garang Mausoleum is.
Yeah. Yeah.
My plan was I must be among the top 10 people to vote.
Yeah.
My surprise was by 4 a.m., the line was close to KCB.
Ooh.
I started
KCB.
lining by 4 a.m. I voted at midday.
What the
That
hell?
tells you the energy.
People are all happy
Yes.
for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The energy was very huge.
Yeah. So last time we met at Radio Miraya for the crossover.
Crossover. Yeah.
Yeah. So since that then, we did not meet again.
Yes.
So now we have crossed to 2026.
Yeah.
How was it like?
Actually, I was interacting with some people a few days ago.
Yeah.
You know, usually when people cross to the new year,
Yeah.
their new year resolutions, I
Yeah,
want to do
of
this and
course.
that.
Of course.
But most resolutions die around February.
Even others block the number.
Yes,
Like now
this
I'm
year
cutting
it's
friends
my
off.
year, new me, new that. Now it's February. How
Yeah.
far? I don't know, but so far so good.
But do you believe like people follow their rules, those resolutions for the new year? Or it's just a January thing?
No, listen, one thing is that there's a difference between saying it and doing it.
Yeah.
When you do it, people will see the results.
Mm-hmm.
But if you also hype, you see social media, everybody saying new year, new me, new that. We are looking forward to see the results.
Do you have yours, your resolutions?
Yes, I do. I do. I am very serious when it comes to those. I don't announce them publicly, but I have them with me.
Why are you so wise? You know that I'm going to ask you. And then...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, by the way, it is good to have a resolution, but what he's saying, like, come on, have action.
Yes.
It's just not about posting, like, you know what, this year I'm not doing this. At the end of the day, you see the same person going back to the thing.
One thing is that, you know, when you say you want to do something, better do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Because I always have this shade that it's between you and your God.
Yeah.
The goals that you hyped, you want to say, if you fail to achieve them, the only two people also who know it.
Yeah.
God and you yourself.
And you yourself. You know that.
I said I want to do this, but I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the painful truth.
Very.
So it's not all about setting too many unnecessary goals. Set a few things. Set a baby steps. Try. I always say there's no unrealistic goals, but there's unrealistic timelines.
Definitely.
So you can set a goal and maybe you set the timeline very close. So when you hit it and you find that you're not able to achieve it, no, the goal still stands. Move the goalpost and keep pursuing.
Keep pursuing.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Maya, recently I made a post on my page about the rise of podcasts.
Yeah.
So I wrote like, you know, a lot of bloggers, like a lot of people right now, they're doing podcasts.
Yeah.
And then some bloggers came in like, hi, you guys, podcast is now too much, is rampant. Everybody wanted to become a podcaster. Yeah. Everybody wanted to do this, wherever. South Sudanese mother Nigel J did. You get it? Podcast was there then, but I think the trend was not like currently. But then then you said like, hey George, I want to be in your podcast,
I
and
would
then
say
let us have a
something.
conversation about this.
Yes.
So what was your opinion like? Do you think it's a good thing to have a podcast?
Yes. It's a good thing to have podcasts,
Yeah.
in my view,
Yeah.
because podcast is like a decentralized media. 10 years ago,
Yeah.
if you have an idea, or let's say 15 years ago, if you have an idea, you cannot easily express it. Let me give you clear statistical data.
Yeah.
Do you know when Instagram was found?
Was it which year?
2014.
2014. Yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
Do you know when TikTok was found?
It was during Corona.
2017.
17.
No,
there,
it
right?
was found in 2017, but
It became
reached here,
famous?
yeah, around 2017. Now, picture yourself in 2010. 2010, there was no Instagram, there's
was
no
no
TikTok.
TikTok.
Some of these platforms were not there.
Even there was no WhatsApp came recently.
WhatsApp was there, but of course on a small scale.
Yeah.
Facebook was there, but it's not as mainstream as it is.
As it is, yeah.
The mainstream media by then was radio and
And
television.
television.
But the chances of you to be hosted in
In the radio?
to get a chance
Like you announced.
for you to be hosted in a radio,
Yeah.
trust me, it was difficult. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can share with you a
Yeah.
practical story. I started music late 2010,
Yeah.
and my music was making waves by then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where these radio stations are.
Yeah.
Our songs find themselves on the radio station because they were good.
Yeah.
One time I received a call. It was a new number.
Yeah.
So when I picked the call, then some gentleman introduced himself. Hello, is this Maya Nemaya? Yes, we're calling in. We want to host you in Radio Miraya. By then, when you hosted Radio Miraya, you
like
made it in life.
Like this is the BBC of South Sudan.
What are you saying? You have more than 10 million people,
Yeah.
or 5 million people listening to you countrywide.
Yeah.
You know the guy? That was Morolo Kombo. He called me 2010. I was struggling to meet this guy. Now I'm getting a call. Trust me, that was exciting. That tells us the change in media landscape by then.
Yeah.
And now, you can have an idea in your room.
Yeah.
You can have your smartphone, share your idea and put it online.
Yeah.
As easy as that. You don't need to go through the bureaucracies of scheduling a talk show, calling you, picking you, taking you for the talk shows and all some of this. And you must be significant for these medias to get to you.
To get to
Otherwise,
you.
they don't just come. But right now, anybody, anywhere, wherever you are, you have your phone, smartphone, data, and access to TikTok and whatever. You can say whatever you have in your mind. That tells us how important podcast is. It has decentralized media to any person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, like when it comes back to the comment section, a lot of people say like, you know what? We're not fighting the growth or the rampant coming of podcasts. But now you find that the kind of the content these people come in, because right now you find that almost all podcasts wanted to host artists.
Yeah.
Are artists the only valuable people we have in this country? I don't think so.
Let me give you clear statistical data.
Yes.
Last year, the Wall Street Journal released an article.
Yeah.
And in that article, statistically, according to the Wall Street Journal, there are over 5 million podcasts globally. 5 million podcasts globally. And the global viewership of podcasts, let me check if I have my data.
Yeah.
35% of the global viewership of podcasts goes to the top 10 podcasts. Which are the top 10? You're a podcaster. At least you know Joe Rogan, you know Diary of the CEO, and some. This ranks on the top 10 podcasts globally. Another 13% of the global viewership goes to the top 25% of the podcasts. I mean the top 25, from 11 to 25.
Yeah.
Those number of podcasts. And from 26 to 100, the top 100 podcasts in the world, that consumes about 13% of the global viewership.
Yeah.
And from 101 to 500 of the global top top 500 podcasts globally
Yeah.
take 16% of the viewership, and then the top 1,000
Yeah.
from 501 to 1,000, that takes 5% of the global viewership. If you tally all this together, it pushes us to about over 80 or 90% of the global viewership of podcast
Yeah.
going to the top 1,000 of the podcast. Now subtract the 1,000 out of the 5 million podcasts globally. That means people are competing for less than 10% viewership of over 4 point something million podcasts. What are the chances of you standing out?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
What are the chances of you standing out? Picture the competition. And by the way, one fact we should know is that all the publishing platforms where you're going to publish this podcast are the same platforms that these guys are using.
Yeah, of course.
It's the same platform.
Yeah, it's the same
There's
platform.
no way that Joe Rogan is publishing in a different platform. No, it's the same Spotify, it's the same YouTube, it's the
Podcast.
same Apple Podcast. For video, it's the same YouTube, it's the same some of these platforms.
Yeah.
So, what are the chances of you
Top-tier.
competing with this in terms of content quality?
Yeah.
Now, let's come to global revenue.
Yeah.
By 2025, podcasts were valued around 3 billion.
Yeah.
$3 billion dollars global.
Yeah.
The revenues that are made through podcasts.
Yeah.
And if the top 10 podcasts globally are taking 35% of that share.
Yeah.
Now picture the top 1,000. And now what are the chances of us starting locally to monetize? Okay, I'm talking at the global perspective.
Yeah.
This tells us the magnitude of the industry we're getting into.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
We need to have as many podcasts as possible.
Yeah.
But also, as we are pursuing to get into the podcast industry, let's see what are the chances of us standing out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to get to an excitement where
They just feel like they want to
everyone is creating a podcast, and 2 years down the road, you find that over 90% of the podcasts are gone.
No, not for bad. I have a friend of mine. He was like, George, you know, there are a lot of podcasts, right? I was like, yeah, there are a lot of them. But just wait. Give me maybe just give me 3 months.
Yes.
Or 2 months.
Yes.
The podcast disappears. For them to make like 10 videos, man, it's like it's a hassle. There are a lot of people who have come in with the podcast, but lucky me, I have like 50 something videos so far.
Okay.
Episodes. Now the thing is that it narrows back to there are a lot of people who have come in with the idea of podcast or whatever. But for me, I feel like, as you said, I love the way how you summarize it in the global view, so that people have that in their mind. But then it narrows us back to the kind of the content we do. Like when you look into the podcast of the Diary of CEO, that's my favorite guy, Steven.
Yeah, Steven.
I watch his podcast a lot.
Yes.
And like when you go there, there's no a chance that you can come out from that podcast without learning something new.
Yes.
He also said about the spy, the CIAs, wherever. Like these are not artists.
Yes.
These are not artists only.
Yes.
And maybe if your podcast, maybe you're coming to talk about artists, there are a lot of things to talk about artists. Maya is an artist, and we're going to talk about something about, is he getting money out of it?
We'll get to that.
We shall get to that.
Yeah.
So now, I feel like when you're coming into this world of the podcast, know the content you're coming in. Creatively, it's not about the fancy, how fancy your content is, or how fancy your sitting arrangement, your room, wherever. But it's the content. Will a person sit 30 minutes, listen to you?
Sure.
Because there was a time I saw Miss MT7.
Yeah.
MT7 said, like, you guys, these podcasters, you're here, you're bringing an artist to talk about about another artist. Because you want what? You want trend. You want view. And now, Maya, you being in the media space, you have advanced radio. One of the most powerful youth radio in the country. That have a lot of impact. What do you talk about the media space of South Sudan?
Still, you see,
Yeah.
podcasts still fall under alternative media.
Yeah.
These are medias that are coming up.
Yeah.
We have the mainstream media,
Yeah.
which was newspapers,
Uh-huh.
which I think is dying.
Yeah.
We have television,
Yeah.
which is still there, but also is dying slowly.
Yeah.
We have radio.
Mm-hmm.
Radio also, it's still relevant
It's still
in other spaces.
Yeah.
And our podcast is getting in, and
Yeah.
the other vlogs as
Yeah.
alternative media.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your conversation on podcast. You know, it's an exciting thing, and I don't want someone to catch feelings
Yeah.
out of this.
Yeah.
Let's take it in a more broader perspective.
Yeah.
I started by giving the statistical data
Yeah.
so that it gives us, I know everyone, you can carry your own research
Yeah.
and have an idea
Yeah.
of the industry you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
And two, it's a pool of more greater and more smarter, more budgets and all some of this kind of thing. That's one.
Yeah.
Two, intention.
Yeah.
What is the intention of creating the podcast?
The
Or what is
podcast.
the motive?
Yeah.
You see, there are several motives.
Yeah.
Also globally, when you assess all those podcasts,
Yeah.
one, the number one drive to some people is money. I want to start podcasts so that I make money.
I make money.
And trust me, I'm speaking in the positive point that if that is your drive, please wash your
lose it.
hand
Yeah.
and pull
Pull
back.
up.
Because you're not going to make money as quick as you anticipate. Yes, you'll make money sometime down the road. But if that's the number one goal, please
Forget.
readjust, because it will take you time to make money. Some people create that for knowledge. And by the way, podcast is like writing a book. Podcast is like writing a book. I've started institutions from scratch,
Yeah.
and they stayed for a very long time, empowered many people.
Yeah.
I can create a podcast and specifically share my experiences on the challenges, the downfalls, how I navigated certain challenges to get here. You see, not for money,
Not
but
for
for
money.
knowledge purpose.
Yeah.
So that when someone want to start a business, will also learn from the mistakes that I've done, all the mistakes I've made, so that you don't
repeat it.
repeat that mistake. You
Yeah.
see, that is knowledge. So if that's your intention, share it. A simple question I always bring out.
Yeah.
Did you see your great-grandfather?
I did not.
Did you get a chance to see your grandfather?
No.
Most likely no. Now, let's picture that someone comes in with 5 minutes footage of video of your grandfather. How much will you pay for that?
Definitely, man. Like,
It's priceless, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's put ourselves to that story that 10, 15, 20 years down the road, your grandchild or your grandson or your granddaughter want to see how George used to think. You see? That's the power of podcast.
That is the power.
You would be documenting. I'll be sharing my ideas and they put them in the internet. They're there. Time will come, I'm not there. And my
People will
grandchildren,
they will
my
come
grandchildren will come back and want to see how was my grandfather thinking by then.
Was
How
he
was he reasoning?
intelligent?
Well, you look at it. So
Yeah.
when you start
Yeah.
podcast thinking like that, you stand a chance.
Yeah.
We have politicians who won elections. They can start a podcast.
Yeah.
They can start a podcast and share the challenges they navigated.
they went
You
through.
see? So when a new politician is getting in, would go through their podcast and also learn from them.
Learn
You
from
look at
them.
it. So to me, the reason for starting a podcast should not be centered only on money.
On money.
Money is important, put it somewhere, but start with what drives you.
Yeah.
And then the outcome. What is the outcome of your podcast?
Yeah.
You know, critically, that is my perspective.
Yeah.
And if we follow that
Yeah.
and we share information authentically,
Yeah.
I think I have a view that we can use this podcast as learning
And-
spaces.
True.
But if not, then we will be focusing a lot on the entertainment conversations you're talking about.
Yeah.
And your podcast will have no difference with the so and so's podcast, and so and so's podcast will have no difference with the other. And we usually have the same celebrities that rotate through the same this, and we lose meaning.
You know, I'm a man. I love watch different podcasts.
Yeah.
Like I love comparing like different kind of podcasts. So what I do like for myself before I sleep, I have to watch a different podcast, like from different country.
Good.
Before I wake up, I have to watch a new podcast. So I watch one podcast for Oprah.
Oprah, yeah,
Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey.
So she hosted Michael Jackson. Of
Okay.
course, Michael Jackson is already late.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't know before, what I knew was a rumor. Like, you know that Michael Jackson changed his skin
Yeah.
because he wanted to be a white, whatever. That was the famous rumor.
Yeah.
But until I watched that podcast, Michael Jackson had a skin disease.
Yeah.
So the skin was peeling off.
Yeah.
So now when the skin was peeling off, you know how you look.
Yeah.
Then he was like, instead of me having those dotted skin, maybe let me bleach my skin so that it can be uniform.
Yeah.
He had a skin disease.
Yes.
And then, but then people say like, what? He hate African. He hate to be an African. But in reality, that is not it.
Yeah.
Now, what if Wilfred never hosted Michael Jackson? How will people know it?
You won't.
Now, right now, like as you said, it's a source of knowledge. It's not for bragging, because like there's some people, I still tell other people, it's like, you know what? Why do you bring a celebrity and ask this celebrity, how much this shoes do you buy? $10,000. What the fuck? Like, be sensible. Okay, what will your grandson see?
Mm-hmm.
As you said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the value given to the podcast means a lot.
Yeah.
So what do you think is missing?
A lot is missing.
Uh-huh.
A lot is missing. First of all, I think there's a hype.
Mm-hmm.
There's a hype on the idea of podcasting.
Yeah.
And the FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Because George is having a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and I know him, we always chill together.
Mm-hmm.
I can also start a podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and ABCD. And also, the cost of producing podcast has got low.
Mm-hmm.
With your phone, with simple mics, you can do production,
which
which is not a problem. By the way, I think podcast is supposed to be as cheap as possible to produce.
Yeah.
But also, you know that you're competing with giants. Someone like Joe Rogan or Stephen Bartlett, who has a bunch of researchers.
Yeah.
He has a team of researchers. If you check his company, Flight Story, Diary of CEO is just a subsidiary.
Minor,
is a minor.
Yeah.
Last year, they made $25 million as revenue. From podcasting.
From podcasting alone. Yeah.
And by the way, when you hear those figures, hear these figures, if this guy can make that, I need a slice of that. Until you know that behind the scenes, the work is huge.
Huge.
All I just need is that there must be a deeper research. It's good to start, but you know which angle.
Yeah.
Because podcast, unlike mainstream media, podcast is niche focused. You can either do multi-topic, have multiple topics.
Yeah.
Let's take Joe Rogan for a case.
Yeah.
If you get to details of debating on how people build the pyramid of Giza without cranes, how was it possible?
How was it possible? Like, come on.
That one brick, I've never been there to confirm, but I heard the size of one brick is like the body of Shinotrak. Now, these pyramids without cranes, how were these guys able to build that pyramid? You see, those are deeper conversations. These are conversations that nobody can just wake up and
start talking.
And start this. Or religious conversation of how Moses hit the water split and people walk. You cannot assume such conversations. But there are people who have inside knowledge on how this thing works. That's where, if you want deeper knowledge, you go to such people.
Such people.
Yeah. Someone might have knowledge on how to take care of babies. Do you all have knowledge of how to take care of babies? No. But someone have knowledge in that can create a podcast on how to take good care of babies. And if you're going through the same problem, you would go and learn.
Okay, let me go to this guy's podcast and learn.
and learn.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of decentralized podcast. Production is very important.
Yeah.
Deeper research and the statistics
Yeah.
is another. And now the monetization aspect of it, because for you to continue producing more content, you need you need budgets.
Of course.
You know, in the face of the screen, people are seeing you and me today. But behind the scene, there are people controlling cameras, controlling lights, and doing this. You see, it's not easy to produce video. So for you to be able to produce more content with the consistency question, now you need monetization model. How long will it take you to get monetized in YouTube? How much money will you generate from YouTube every month? Especially when you still have from less than 10,000 subscribers or even 100,000 subscribers. What are those mechanisms? I think with that, I feel it's okay. When you have a great idea that you want to share out with the world, please, I really encourage that. Speak, share your knowledge. There are many people who can benefit from it. But if the number one driver is money, I know somewhere down the road, when the money does not come quickly, you will
give up.
And it dies off. And that is the biggest problem with podcasting.
So this is like a learning point, guys. Like, no, be focused and know why you're starting something.
Starting your podcast.
Don't start because you have seen somebody trending. Nah. If you're coming for the fame, forget.
No, but what next after fame? Because, by the way, there's a life before fame, and there's a life after fame. We're discussing this when we're driving here. You see, before fame looks exciting. You will be pursuing, you want to be famous. Maybe when your podcast have 1,000 followers, it's exciting. And when you cross the 10,000 followers, it's exciting. But you know that there's always a bigger milestone. After 10,000, you need to get 20,000. And you hit 100,000. The moment you hit 100,000, what next? What do you want to do with these followers? Yes, getting followers is okay. You want to be famous? Yes, you're already famous. Now, what next? There's something beyond that. So when you answer some of these questions, I think otherwise there's a lot of dilemma ahead.
A lot.
Yes.
A lot. Now, Maya, you're no longer in the music scene. Like, what happened? Is it because of the fame? We've been talking about fame.
Yes.
You became famous countrywide.
Yes.
You did a lot of good music.
Yes.
And just from nowhere, in a blink of an eye, Maya is no longer in the space of music.
Yeah. You know, life, there are different stages in life. You can start from one point, but you'd find that as time goes by, you also discover a lot of roots. Am I in the music? Yes, I'm still in the music.
You're still in the music?
I'm still in the music business. And by the way, one thing is that people thought being in the music is when you're always on stage. The music industry is huge. The music industry is huge. Yes, I can still record. That's fine. The music industry is quite, how do I call it? Is multi-dimensional. I can own a club. And I'm still in the music industry.
In the music industry.
You see?
Very true.
Yeah, but I think priorities changed along the way. Initially from 2010, when we started, to somewhere 2015, I think music was the number one thing. You wake up, music, your calendar is like wake up, compose, go to studio. If you're not in the studio, you're either in a radio station or for a talk show. If you're not for talk show, you're either planning the next concert. But after 2013, when the conflict started, the industry started shrinking. The amount of money we used to make that time was handsome compared to what we make right now. You see? And you know, as you grow, your needs also grows.
The
more famous, you know, gone are the days you could jump on a border or you can board alongside the public,
Yeah.
the public means with everyone.
Yeah.
But as fame expand, you now need little bit of privacy,
Yeah.
and all these things comes at a cost.
Yeah.
And you cannot rely 100% on music.
Yeah.
So with that, we had to create other ventures. It's not only a case in South Sudan, everywhere.
Everywhere.
When you look at people like Diamond Platnumz,
Yeah.
they are not in music 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, they perform once in a while, but they have companies and other things, doing other things behind the scenes. They do that. The P Squares are doing the same, and many other people.
Yeah.
So you cannot rely 100% in music.
In the music.
So that explains why I vanished
Yeah.
from the stage.
Okay.
I vanished from the stage. Yeah.
Okay. Now, about your music. Before we started this, I went back
Yes.
to history
Yes.
and started listening to your songs, wherever. Reminds me, oh, where was I? I was in here, whatever, blah, blah. So, but the way your music was, you kind of too
Yes.
traditional style.
Yes.
Why that style?
This is logical. I think I must be sharing this for the first time.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've ever talked about this, but I had a history of starting music from the church. I used to play keyboard
Yeah.
in my small church where I used to be, and 100% everyone thought I was going to be a gospel artist, which was the main tradition.
Yeah.
People who come from the church will
They'll
have
start
to go to gospel. Then I was studying the gospel scene by then. I discovered one thing. One, you know, when a gospel artist, people thought gospel artists are holy. They have to be 100% perfect.
Yeah.
You know, they are humans. They also make mistakes.
Yeah.
When a gospel artist make a mistake, they will drag you on the mud, do a lot of crazy things and that.
Yeah.
And when a secular artist decide to choose to sing gospel, people will like. You see? That when a gospel artist decide to leave gospel and sing secular music. So
Yeah.
that was one. I don't want to go to the trap of singing gospel. And of course, I'm not 100% perfect. I might make mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
I don't want to go through this.
Yeah.
So I decided I have to do secular music.
Yeah.
But maybe someday down the road, I will do gospel.
Yeah.
So I decided to do secular. Now, what kind of secular music do I want to do?
Yeah.
And I was so strategic, I know what I want.
Yeah.
Number one, I have to do music, and also within the shortest time possible, music should be able to pay me. Now, if I sing some of these most secular songs, yes, the youth will like my music, they will like many things, but they don't have the money to pay for my shows.
Yeah.
They don't have the money to pay for my concerts.
Yeah.
So I had to go to a boring
Section.
a more boring section,
Yeah.
the culture. Because I know when I start from the culture, the youth may not like it a lot,
Yeah.
but the elderly will like it.
Yeah.
So when they like it, they have the money, they will pay for my shows. When I organize a show, they are most likely to come.
They will
I'll be
come.
able to make the money.
Yeah.
And because of that, that became one of the reasons. And two, also I discovered that some of our cultures were dying. And the young generation is not able to, I mean, they are quite lost.
Yeah.
There are certain, so by the way, if you check most of the songs, some of the songs that I sang before, I did not compose them.
Yeah.
Some of them are real traditional songs that were almost extinct. But I had to go get them, see them, how they were done traditionally, and how do I modernize and make them something better.
Yeah.
And by the way, it turned out to be success. My first album was immediately a success. In less than 6 months, I was already performing here and there, and I started making quick money. That explains why I started with the cultural music. Number one, to revive our cultural values. Two, I have the view that the elderly would love the culture, and with that, they will be able to support my talent. And honestly, they did that.
Yeah.
I started singing other youthful songs later along the way.
Yeah.
So that explains why I started.
Wow. This drives me to a very good question.
Yes.
You are a very traditional person.
Yes.
That everybody was looking into back then because of the music, but you've turned the type of the music right now to something else. I've been seeing you're being fully participating in Kakwa cultural events, wherever,
Yes.
even the recent elections,
Elections.
wherever you're being there.
Yes.
So right now, you find that coming back to the cultures people have right now,
Yes.
a lot of people are organizing festivals.
Yes.
Recently, you're being behind the Mondare
Yeah.
Cultural
We worked
Festival.
hand in
Yeah,
hand with them. Yes.
yeah, you worked with them, and the Pujulus are being organizing them. A lot of tribes around.
Yes.
Recently, the Nyangwara
Nyangbara. Yes.
did
Nyangbara.
theirs.
Yes.
So now, back then, people used to love to be a Kakwa, even though you're Pujulu, you say, man, I'm a Kakwa. Because,
Yeah.
Kakwa was the thing.
Yeah.
But right now, people have come in like to show off, like, know what? No, I'm a Pujulu.
Yes.
No, I'm a Mundare.
Yes.
No, I'm this.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
And then through all this, people have identified themselves, and it has created like unity within people and that stuff.
Yes.
So now, it has been now over some good years.
Yes.
We're not seeing anything from the Kakwa, like in terms of cultural events, like a festival,
Yeah.
or organizing something like whatever thing that have been happening with the other tribes.
Yes.
What is yours about it?
Disclaimer: I'm not speaking
On behalf,
on
yeah,
behalf of
yeah,
the Kakwa, because I'm not in the executive.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not in the executive.
yeah,
But yes, I agree with you that you see, during the liberation struggle, people lived together,
yeah,
and people did not identify themselves based on their communities. By the way,
yeah,
I am one who got the privilege to live through the liberated areas those days.
yeah,
When it comes to those big days, communities usually come together and celebrate.
yeah,
Uh, Regarding the recent change, I think it's a very positive thing, by the
very,
way.
yeah, very,
I would say yes to tribal identity, but no to tribalism. You
yeah,
see,
yeah, yeah,
it's constitutionally and nationally right for someone to celebrate his heritage, which is a very good thing. From day one, I created a video. You can go through my platform. I'm one of the person who spoke also appreciating the role of the Pojulu Cultural Festival. Trust me, the Pojulu Cultural Festival has set a bar
yeah,
on how communities has to come together. And the celebration was not only Pojulu people, everyone across the
everyone,
country celebrated. Recently, the Trekeka Cultural Festival
yeah,
was very positive, and people also went to Trekeka. What made it unique is that it was organized in their
in
community.
their community.
Everyone was a Mundari. We all were the
All of
Mundari
us,
attire, which is
yeah,
a very exciting thing.
yeah,
So regarding Nyangbara did a few weeks ago,
yeah,
which I did not attend in person, but I saw the videos and what online. It's very exciting.
yeah,
Regarding the Kakwa community, that one, of course, the executive will have to say about it. But of course, last year there was a transition within the Kakwa community,
yeah,
election of leadership
yeah.
and the democratic processes. You might have followed that, and also that turned out to be one of the most democratic elections.
By the way,
I was in it
yeah,
fully. The election was so exciting, and the inauguration of the leadership was also super.
yeah,
But that's now the role of the leadership to decide when is a festival. That one is purely, I cannot speak on behalf of the leadership.
yeah,
But the bottom line is, it's a great thing. Few days ago, we were out in a forum, in a workshop,
yeah,
and then we're discussing with some colleagues during lunch.
Yeah.
And of course, the Jeng festival is also coming.
Coming,
And now the debate is, how is the Jeng festival going to be? Because the Jeng has several sub-communities, Now picture the performances.
yeah,
In Terekeka event ran for about 3 days.
yeah,
And Mundaris performed, other communities performed.
yeah,
Let's assume that the Jeng has over 500 sub-clans.
yeah,
Then that will have to run over 1 week or 2 weeks. But it's a very good thing.
Yeah.
I would love to see that we attend festivals here. We go to Western Equatoria to attend. I have seen also the Kingdom Day
Yeah.
happening recently. Going to Eastern Equatoria to celebrate with these communities, or going to other communities. I think besides sports,
Yeah.
which is basketball
Yeah.
and wrestling, which I think is also one of the underestimated sport,
Yeah.
festivals will be another key driver that will unite people. But of course, this one we push it to the cultural leaders across all these communities, and also the politicians who influence certain decisions to ensure that such platforms have to be encouraged. But to be specific on when is Kakwa organizing a festival, I am not in the executive.
Okay.
But of course, that is something that personally I would also be happy to hear
To
that
hear about
there's
it.
something coming.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's good. I thought that you were going to claim it. Yeah.
That I
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So, you being a very powerful youth who has been in the street, because of course you started your music from the
From the
street
street,
until
yes.
where you are.
Yes.
And right now you find that a lot of people are looking into you to be like you. You've built institutions and encouraged a lot of people, employed a lot of youths.
Yep.
So, coming back into the world of entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
tell me, how's that world like?
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's a very tough. It's a very. It's not meant for weak.
Yeah.
You don't need to be weak.
Yeah.
It's a very rough. It's a very rough industry, but rewarding.
Yeah.
It's rough but rewarding.
Why is it rough?
Well, the context is changing.
Yes.
The context keeps on changing. That's one.
Yeah.
Two, entrepreneurship is like walking in the dark, or walking when it rained, but there's no torch. You see?
And
There's
you
no
want to
torch.
reach home.
You want to reach home. So
Yeah.
you'll have to struggle whether you're stepping on water or you're stepping on solid ground.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a first-time entrepreneur.
Yeah.
There are a lot of mistakes you will make along the way.
Yeah.
There are a lot of failures. You will have to fail, rise again, fail, rise
Yeah.
again. And if you give up, you'll end there. But if you look through the history of most entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
there's nobody who has made it to the top without failures.
Yeah.
There are always a lot of challenges, but there's common denominator, which is persistence,
Yeah.
being patient,
Yeah.
and being also flexible to change.
Yeah.
You might think this industry is going to work, and you put all your energy. Once you see it's not working, please, you swallow your pride
Swallow your pride.
and change accordingly. It's a journey of changing. But of course, it's something that we encourage many young people to do.
Yeah.
It's not really going to be a very smooth ride.
Yeah.
You would hit their highs, their
highs.
lows, but of course, that's what makes it so exciting.
There's this saying, special people are out of Juba, like
Yes.
from other states.
Yes.
Like, hey, Juba is a place of opportunities. We gurus for Juba. Shuno. The people in the camp struggling, they all come here.
Yes.
But when they come here, the story is different.
Mm-hmm.
The story is different.
Yes.
What do you think, like a first person to come to Juba is still new in Juba?
Yes.
How will that person start life here?
Yeah, I got the chance to be in Juba for more than 16 years now, as we speak.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that I did not start working in office.
Yeah.
If you have gone to the market and seen these people who sell things on wheelbarrows, there's a shop, there's all these things on it. I was once that person. I sold on the market.
Yeah.
I was once a carpenter. I did carpentry work, and that inspired my music label. By now I call it Men at Work. It was inspired by my work on carpentry.
Yeah.
If you go to the market and you've seen some of these people who load songs on memory cards, I was once that person. So that tells us that yes, Juba might appear to be also there, like there's no opportunities, but also there are opportunities that exist, by the way. Only when you're looking for the white collar opportunities. But at least you can start from somewhere, and that somewhere will lead you to where you wanted to be. Let's take a case. There are many youth riding motorbikes on the street. You would see that some of them, maybe you would think these are desperate people, but you go one by one and start learning their stories. You would see that there are people who have started as border riders, and right now they are CEOs of some of the most successful companies, or others are directors of some of the best organizations or great organizations in the country. The bottom line here is that, yes, you're welcome to Juba. Come to Juba, but be flexible to start where it's possible.
Where it's possible.
And then you start moving towards where you want to go. But also, Juba is an exciting place. When you come, every corner there's a bar in some of the areas. And there's a lot of nightclubs. You would also choose to be there. And also when the outcome is different, that is purely you. So the journey to Juba is 100% a personal, it must be a personal journey. You come here, know where you're coming from, know why you're here, and how do you want to be in some period of time. And when you understand all this, it doesn't matter where you're starting. You can start by rolling gadi on the street. You can start by rolling border. You can start by being a waiter in the restaurant. But it's the end that justifies the
now imagine I have like 100 million SSP.
Yes.
This is roughly like $200.
Yes. 1 million.
1
Not
million.
100 million. That's 1 million.
1 million.
Yes.
SSP.
Yes.
Tell me, or tell a person out there,
Yes.
what kind of business will a person start with it here in Juba? Do you think it's possible for someone to start a business with that 1 million
Yes.
SSP?
Yes, it's possible. I can share a simple story. It's a real is a real story. I had a younger brother who was staying with me in the house. He was living in Uganda. He came, and of course every morning I drive off to work and I get back late in the evening. But because of upkeep, whatever, I gave him some money about that was around 2018. That's around 2018. I gave him 10,000 SSP. I don't know the value right now. I was like, please, this is to cater for your movements in case you want to go to town or you want to buy something in the meantime as you fix yourself. This young man, after a week, I came home. I could not see him in the house. You know what he did? He went to the market and got, this wheat flour. Got wheat flour and some of these things, started making mandas. He's my younger brother. He started making mandas. To me, I thought he's just maybe practicing some of these things for family and whatever. When I woke up in the morning, he went to town, with this empty bucket. He went in the morning with something full. In the evening, he came with an empty bucket. 3 months later, he got some money more than that, and he kept on changing
The
business.
bucket, the business.
He kept on. He started with that and started shifting to other businesses. I can tell you that the only bill I can always cater for him that time was when it's a medical bill that was slightly expensive. But he was able to cater, fix his life, and he moved out from that business to something else. That is a story from my house. I don't know which other stories are out there. Can 1 million make money? Yes. I'm not in the market right now. I don't know the market conditions, or I don't know what it takes for someone to be a vendor on the street. But I think for a more creative person, most likely $100, $200 can start something. I cannot really confirm that right now, but I know it is possible.
One day let us try a challenge.
Uh-huh.
Challenge some youth like, hey, maybe $100.
Yes.
And like somebody really like from scratch. If something can come out.
Did you watch, there's a documentary called The Undercover Billionaire?
Nah, I did not.
I encourage every person who is going to watch this podcast,
Yeah.
go to your nearest video library,
Yeah.
buy the series Undercover Billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of lessons
Mm-hmm.
you can learn. A billionaire, I can give in just in a short summary.
Yeah.
Glenn Stan was a billionaire,
Yeah.
and somebody challenged him that the American dream is dead,
Mm-hmm.
but he said no. He said, okay, can you prove it? We'll give you $100. We done all the track, take you to a city that nobody knew you. We remove your phone and all your contacts. In 90 days, turn this $100 to $1 million company. And he did it.
Yeah. I think that is a nice story for me to watch.
He did it. Go find the Undercover Billionaire
Yeah.
and watch it. There's season 2. Watch season 1 and season 2. Season 2 now involve a lot of great people like Grant Cardone and other people.
Yeah.
Those are real life stories. That is not acted.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
So your challenge might work. I don't know. I don't know our context.
I think it's good to try a challenge like that.
Context, but most likely, yes. Yes.
I think I want to try it.
Yes.
With someone, and I record all that session.
Yes. It's possible.
And the end of the year, I want to show that video.
It's possible.
I think it's a challenge to me.
Yes.
I want to do that.
It's possible. Give it a try, and then we need to learn from
we
it.
see if $100 can change into a fortune.
Yes.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're there, you have to type.
Yes.
Tap on me.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna take this one serious.
Yes.
And then this one will help me in terms of how Juba, how life is here in Juba.
Yes.
And can somebody make it or no?
Yes.
Because the whole idea is like I want my podcast to be a podcast that has impact.
Yes.
And change people. Like when somebody comes in and watch, it's like
No, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And I love to I'm one great person who watch podcasts, by the way.
Yeah.
I watch podcasts a lot, and maybe someone can learn from me. I don't listen to music when I'm driving.
Yeah.
When I'm driving, I listen to podcasts. If not podcast, is an audio book. You see?
Okay.
I don't listen to music while I'm driving.
Yeah.
I listen to podcast or listen to to audio book. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I love to see that. Do I encourage many podcasts? Yes. I want to see as many podcasts as possible, so that we learn the human stories that people went through.
Yeah.
But of course, what is it that we don't want to see? We don't want to see the Me Too. This Me Too, more like the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Because you start a podcast, Me Too, I want to also do podcast.
Yeah.
And 6 months down the road, you see people recycling the same guests, the same stories. There's no deep research on the topic. And someone will click in the next 2 seconds, 3 seconds. If the topic is not really exciting, I go.
You go.
But we'll have to see that more podcasts come up. By the way, I'd been monitoring closely. I see some of my former teammates. Wilma is coming up with her podcast, which is very good.
Yeah.
Kafuki announced a podcast, which is so exciting.
Yeah.
There's one podcast, I don't know the creator in person. Damali Dialogue. I think it's also I follow it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential in this, and we love to see many podcasts coming, so that we share stories, human stories that can help empower more. But of course, like I said in the beginning, the drive should not be money.
Yeah.
Because if money is the number one drive, some few months down the road, if the money is not coming the way we wanted, and then we get discouraged, that becomes a challenge. But if the goal is to empower, to share really stories, that will be something
It will be
Yeah,
valuable.
and I wish all of us the best. Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much, Maya, for coming to this podcast.
Yeah.
I really, really love this conversation. Is there something you want to tell us?
Um, I love the flexibility among young people
Yeah.
and taking the initiative. And I think this is already already a media in the making.
Yeah.
So for all the youth who have stories to tell, by the way, everyone has a story to tell. That's the beauty of podcasts.
Yeah.
Everyone has a story to tell. If you feel there's some story that can inspire someone somewhere,
Yeah.
you can create your own podcast.
Yeah.
Create
Right
it,
there.
but it should be something that has a long-term mission, and we love to see that many young people start creating these. But also, let's try to deepen the understanding. It's not all about entertainment, the gossips. Yes, the gossips is good, but what we learn from the gossips, let's also try to dig deeper, especially for those who are focused on entertainment.
Yeah.
By the way, I've never seen the entertainment podcasters interviewing some of these the legends. Why are the legends pulling off from music? Why is the music industry noisy? Why is our lives not improving?
Yeah.
You see, those are some of the conversation. And also, we need to see some podcasters, those with financial knowledge. Where are the economists? Teach us how to
Teach
keep
us
our
how to
money.
use
How
our
to save our money. You
money.
see,
Yeah.
we need to see.
We need to see
We
it.
need to see some
You're
of
right,
this,
by
this
the
thing.
way.
Health. There are health experts there. Tell us how to live a healthy life. You see, this way, I think we can have variety of lessons we learn from experiences, and
Life
it can be
continues.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for having me,
Yeah.
and I would love to be here next time.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes, yes.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Sawa.
Yeah.